What's up? What's up? What's up, YouTube? Welcome to episode, what's this, 72 of Hippies and Pancakes?
Yep.
I always forget the week. As usual, I got DJ Q Waves with me.
What's going on?
I got D with me.
What's up? What's up?
And yeah, back to what we were saying. But like I said, what I said was before we started rolling, I said that sometimes I see how these white folks can stand behind Trump because it's the same as if we had a black nationalist in charge of everything. See, we had Obama was a black person who was president. He wasn't a black president. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm doing this for the people, by the people. That wasn't him. Trump actually let it be known, look, I'm in here for us. You know what I'm saying? America. The America that was so great in 1950 that y'all couldn't even eat in the same bars as us. That's the America I'm talking about that I love.
Yes. I mean, but no, like we were saying, nobody is looking to get rid of power that they have.
Right.
Nobody's looking to be less than in the world. I mean,
but racism is their power, though.
But the thing that I always say, like with them going against their own country, with America isn't as great as it could be. You know what I mean? Like we're fighting. It's what they say, a house divided will always fall. You know what I mean? Like we supposed to be doing everything. We supposed to be a national community because like we should be using it. Like if it wasn't so much racism and division, this could be just American culture instead of black culture. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like everybody could be included in it, but because we've been separated so much, like it was like, hold up now. Yeah, now we've been doing that, but now it's cool. You know what I'm saying?
But I feel like black culture gonna have to always be a thing, and will always be a thing because like we a melting pot. This is the one thing that hasn't been denied by them is that nobody is from here. The main people who are from here don't even have real representation, like a real, like it's like
why don't we have a Native American history month? Like what's up with that?
They actually do, but the whole kill is those are the original Americans who you would think they was here first. Why they not deciding shit? You know what I'm saying? Like when it really come down to it, this ain't our country just as much as it's not the white folks' country. None of us are from this motherfucker. We as African Americans, as descendants of slaves, we from here. But I'm saying originally we ain't even from here. We know that.
Yeah.
But neither is they. Like even when you was taught their history, as far as I'm concerned, white people came over on the Mayflower.
Listen, the thing about the Native American, the original American peoples, like it's baked into our history as a country that they were the enemy, that the Native people, like we're the only country that I can think of. Well, we're one of the only countries that came over and was like manifest destiny, but that was to basically to promote a genocide of the people native to the land. You know, that's saying that America is destined to spread west. We're destined to have the whole continent. And yes, we don't have the whole continent, but we have, what is America? Like shit.
We definitely. Oh damn! We damn near got the whole continent.
Nah, Canada bigger.
That's because they ain't pressed north. I don't know what Canada got to be other than Drake and Justin Bieber, man, to stop America from ever pressing on their ass like they did Mexico. They be playing with Mexico.
Shit,
they don't play with Canada.
In South America, they don't even call it North America and South America. It's just America.
Like, that's an interesting perspective.
Like, yeah, I'm just saying it's like we separate ourselves. We do things different. We like the only country with Fahrenheit and the fucking stand. We call it the standard system, but it's nothing standard about it, huh?
But the metric system that we use.
No, we don't use the measuring system. We don't use the metric system. The
Oh
metric
yeah, the
system,
rest of the world does. We don't.
right? We one of only 2 countries that don't.
I ain't gonna lie, I like being different like that though.
It's cool,
I
but
don't really get the difference. Like, what the fuck is the difference? I mean,
it's just, so like it for the metric system. It's just it breaks down like it's a tenth of this is tens, hundreds. You know what I'm saying? You can extrapolate it. The standard system, you got to know the actual conversion. So you know, like a kilometer is however many meters. What 100 meters?
right.
Yeah, or whatever. So, and then a millimeter is a 1,000 of 1 meter. You know, so you know it's like you can measure shit easier. But that's whatever. I'm just saying, like, we don't unite as the whole American people. We keep fighting amongst ourselves instead of really like doing and pushing what we really need to be pushing. Like, yes, the American culture is the most influential culture in the world, but as far as
That's the power that that's the real power that we have though. A lot of people don't realize that.
But that's why Black people are so powerful, and we need to. And then you want to break it down to just Black people. If we really came down together and like, this is our culture, we know we are influential. We control our culture. We control who has access to it, and if anybody does have, we control who makes the money off of it. Like, it's for far too long and continue. Again, that's like when you start talking about that, that's what inspired the name of the the channel. Like, hold up, like, what we doing? We just giving it away?
Nah, for real.
Like, for real, what we doing? Who making the money? We making it up, and they making the money. And
Every
been
time.
like that.
That's why but out of a lot of music genres, or I want to say cultures now, because hip hop not really even just a music genre no more. Out of all the cultures and shit, man, hip hop gained their consciousness, and it was started in consciousness. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I think that's the difference between like every other wave of something that came and changed their life. Because even in rock and roll, you got Chuck Berry who took over and who was kicking this shit off and was the man. You know what I'm saying?
I'm about to say, he ain't take over, he created it.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, but when I say take over, like, he was the one, making that shit shake. You feel me? And like, then you got it's the same way, but I think what rap started off with niggas already having a mind to say, all right, we gonna talk this shit. They wasn't talking about coming out sipping lean, doing drugs, or even how the R&B was going at the time. Niggas was really on heroin going in the studio. You know what I'm saying? You had these rap niggas that was on their positivity shit. You get the KRS-Ones, the Public Enemies and shit, coming with a message. I think rap being started in consciousness is the reason niggas did get, for lack of a better word, raped out in this culture. But I think that it flipped faster. Like the young kids not as dumb as not as dumb or as less unfortunate.
We all get played that on the social media. Like, that's the main transmission of the culture. And even if you an influencer, you're not really getting paid your worth, because you're not getting paid from the social media site that's making all this money. So everybody getting pimped.
Lord, that's why Lil Boosie keep getting mad. He said that's how he feed his family right there, and they keep taking them off the ground.
Right, but yeah, and he get money doing that. But think about how much money they making, because they getting to cut off everybody every time, and they not paying you nothing, and they own all the content.
We gotta bring Black Planet back as an app. As an updated.
That's what I'm saying. When we have our own, like, I've said it, like Jay-Z, Diddy, Dr. Dre get together, make a social media company, and allow investment from the initial creators, or offer it to these initial creators, curate the shit. You know what I
Not
mean?
for real, because I think that content creators, period, just like the same way that you and I can drop a recording and get paid for the sound scans every time somebody stream it. I think that content creators should be able to be the same thing, because initially any user of Instagram is a content creator. So if you produce a certain amount of likes or traffic, you should be paid for that shit.
That's what I'm saying, and it's definitely a calculation. They have it. They not gonna give it to you or me. We
Nah,
ain't
they
gonna see
own, but
that shit.
this the whole kill though. Every time you post, they have ownership of your shit anyway.
That's what we just said. You know what I mean?
All the way ownership of your shit as soon as you post.
They own it. They own it. They take all the money off. That's what I'm saying. If we want to fix, like, yes, you're right. With hip hop, the youngins are realizing that they need to own their records. They need to own their masters. They need to, you know what I'm saying, keep some type of percentage in your publishing and all of that. But in the main siphon of black culture today is social media, and ain't nobody truly getting paid their value off of that. Off of that,
Nah, they really
nobody.
not.
I don't care. I'm from Drake
Because they have
to
to pay the shit
fucking,
out the Rock.
huh?
They have to pay the shit out the Rock.
I mean,
They have to pay the shit out that nigga. Because a lot of niggas, like what you saying, they had to pay niggas. A lot of niggas bigger than the platforms that they be on for real. Like The Rock, Shaq, these niggas really bigger than these platforms.
exactly. Like,
You know what I'm saying?
imagine if all black people were just to leave and go to another platform as in unison
Black
as a
Lantern.
community.
Bring
Hey,
back Black
let's
Lantern.
imagine everybody stop posting their stuff on there and post it on this other site.
I
Imagine
think that
what
I
would
think that
happen
if
to the
Jay-Z
site.
try to launch some shit like that or something, it gotta be a name. Like
Yeah, for up.
let's say Kanye launched the, you know what? Fuck Instagram. He went on a rant. Fuck Instagram. I'm going to a platform where you can get paid to post your pictures.
That's
That
all
shit,
you gotta do. That's all we got. Look, we need to, man. Look,
we
we
gotta
need to
talk to
build that
Ye.
shit. Look,
We gotta talk
we
to
could.
Ye. We need an investor.
No, we need an endorser. We need to
Nah, for
build that shit
sure.
ourselves. We need some fucking endorsers, and we offer them a part of this shit. Take all that shit down and push that shit, because that's again, that's the main siphon of black culture. That's where you get all of these, quote unquote vultures. You know what I'm saying? They take it and they spin it and they put it together and they mock us. I don't like the mockery. You know what I mean? I don't like
What
the
you mean?
mockery. You want to. I don't know, man. When I start talking about this shit, it's like, you mad because your son and daughter want to be. You know what I'm saying?
They be wiggers. Hey, it's crazy. I was on Netflix watching Girlfriends. I was watching that shit. That shit was a clutch ass show back in the day. And they had an episode where Shorty's sister came. She was white, the adopted jump, the little light skinned jump. She adopted and shit, but her adopted sister came to celebrate, and she was acting real. Like I guess they say acting black. And if you know about Girlfriends, that's not a show with a bunch of ghetto women. It's like it's black women. Basically, they black, but they also are successful. You know what I'm saying? But they be having problems and shit too. But Shawty acting, she acting black on the joke. That's what they were saying. What is acting black? Like when we see a motherfucker or we hear a motherfucker that speaks and enunciates and that pronounce all their words or whatever the case may be, everybody be like, man, they acting white. Why you acting white? You acting white. Why the fuck is that acting white?
Yeah.
Like, why is that acting white? Why aren't we a symbol of intelligence? You know what I'm saying? Because I actually wonder. I was listening to an interview this week somewhere, watching some podcast, Breakfast Club, and they mentioned the autobiography of Frederick Douglass. I didn't know my man was finessing niggas, tricking the white folks to teach them how to read.
Yeah.
Like, and that be the stuff right there that bring out the Obamas. You know what I'm saying? I was having a conversation with my supervisor at work, and just him mentioning Obama was like, he's very well spoken. He was like, he was telling me that I was well spoken or well read, and you can tell like Dave Chappelle, Obama, they well read, and he was like, you just kind of when you sound like that, or when people hear you speak as a black person, they don't expect that of you for real, for real. That's real fucked up. Ain't nothing we gonna be able to do to change that narrative, but that's fucked up, bro. But
we changing it right now.
But hot topic though. I was reading this article and they were saying basically that fucking Joe Biden is not invited to. Hold on, y'all can hear that?
Yeah, keep going. We good.
I about to say Joe Biden wasn't invited to the 9/11 memorials like celebration this year. He not invited. They told the families like, man, don't come. And basically their reason for that is they said they went through all these administrations. It's been 20 years and they still haven't declassified or revealed to them, the findings from the 9/11 commissions. The 9/11 commission, basically everything that they found, they say if they have any Saudi people or Saudi leaders in connection with the attacks or whatever the case is.
Where all the money came from.
Yeah, they see, but the state, but then the government is spending them families. Like when you realize how many different classes of citizens it is here, once something happens to you collectively, you become part of a group of people, black or white. Your mom died in the 9/11 crash. My aunt died in the 9/11 crash. We are part of a group, a class of people. And one thing that I noticed that people that they do in these different classes of people is they put pressure on the presidents or on the leadership differently. You know what I'm saying? Like it take us to have to go in the streets and really get mad at them for them to say, okay. All the folks gotta do is say, man, don't show up to our shit. Don't show up to our shit. We good. Don't even come. So you know what I'm saying?
What you touching on it there, and this is what I'm saying. I use social media, but what the real thing is, what we need is a black political party, something that a black lobby, something that our whole mission is the black community and the focus and the things that impact the black community. Because the farmers have it. And this is something Malcolm X said in his book he wrote in 1965. He died in 1965. So this is something he said all the way back then. And this is the reason most people said that he got killed when he got killed, because this is the preaching that he was starting to disseminate. Is once we have a black lobby, a black political party, that because it used to be the NAACP.
And then it was the Black Panther Party.
But we don't have a organized lobby. We should have a building on Capitol Hill right next to the White House. If it's how many black people murdered? Like 40 million? Everybody gave up $1. You know what I mean? Somebody that's totally invested in the problems, in the federal solutions to these problems. Because until we have that,
they owe reparations. Why we gotta give up anything?
Because it's when you're willing to invest in the movement and you're willing to put your money behind it and you're willing to put your skin in the game, it gives you more power because you're going to follow up and follow through because you invested and put your time, energy, and effort. If we ever are going to get some change, we're going to have to demand it because nobody is going to give us anything. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. Nobody is going to give us anything. People keep crying about reparations. It's not going to happen until we demand it as a unified front and say, look, no, stop. This is what we want. This is what we need. This is what we demand.
You know why? I'm gonna speak from a person, like I'm 30, right? So I was born in the 90s, obviously. I don't think the same way as my peers do all the time when they come down to certain things, either people that will be in my age group at all. But one thing that I can say is the reason that I wouldn't go out of my way to come and fight, and this is for anybody listening, any political leader listening, the reason I'm not gonna call off of work to come in and stand with you is because it's no plan. Like if I know it's a plan of action, like, hey, we're gonna press these people, we're gonna all not do this for a day, and we all stand in solidarity, I'm with the shits. You know what I'm saying? And I know it starts from small groups of people gathering first and shit like that, but I'm saying if you don't have no concise plan, ain't nobody gonna follow through with that shit because they already receiving money from somewhere else. Your source is pulling it out the ass. You know what I'm saying? So I understand exactly what you mean by that's another thing, another power that having the backing yourself give, because now you're not waiting on the government to give you a handout to fight against them.
Yeah, man. Like we have enough economic power if we put it together. The thing is, we don't come together, and that's what I'm saying. Like if we came together and unified and took what we had and put it together, we could do anything. Just like every other group does, instead of complaining and asking and expecting somebody to give us something. We need to take what we have, come together, build our own community, say this is what we demand, not what we want, this is what we demand, and this is what we're gonna get.
But see, when we come up with our plans, though, not an excuse for anybody. It's just us having a conversation. When we come up with our plans, everything that you said, we've had groups and people who try to do the same thing. See, now we got the internet that kind of be protecting us, but they don't protect people from doing corrupt things. They killed our Fred Hamptons that had programs and that was setting up shit in the communities. They killed them people.
Hey, you look, it's a lot of shit I don't say because you know what I'm saying. I understand that. You know, we've had these conversations.
Yeah, so I mean, but that's just me putting it in the air. Like at the end of the day, it's risk that come with all these jobs. You know what I mean? Like I got a theory on Asians and whites anyway. In my mind, in my mind, in their mind, they like the same. It's like no one wants to say who is the leading race. It's like y'all. It's like they both think they're the leading race, and it's like the world knows there's no leading race. There's no superior race. You know, even when the black people break down, you know, the black man, we do this. I'm like, bro, it's niggas from every race it's Olympians that go to the Olympics every year. It's niggas from every race that can do all of the same shit.
Look, that's what I'm saying. Look, we got to unite as a people so we can unite as a country. We can't unite as a country if we divide as a people. Like I the things that I would want to see happen, I would think is best for the entire country, not just for black people. Not having a economic and like you think about it. How is it that you could not allow people to live in certain areas, then you enforce the laws heavier in these areas? Like this shit is corrupt and criminal, and that's why it's quote unquote illegal now. They was doing this shit for fucking 400 years.
Yeah, but
like
that go back redlining. Like when it come to us, Black Lives Matter was it was a sweep. It was like some people got fed up and started a group that built traction, but they never had the real intention on being leaders to lead the people out. They was more so just trying to get themselves heard, in their case heard, in their situation heard. And I feel like I can say the same with any of these groups, like certain groups that take funding from the government or that are recognized by the government. I feel like you fool too, because once they give you recognition and and start giving you that, oh yeah, that acceptance, then you already not the one. You just not the one. Like any group, even if we was to start a black um what am I thinking?
What, a voting block?
Like,
That's what
yeah,
I'm
like
talking about.
a voting party. Like, yeah, if you was to do that, because I thought that earlier, like Joe
That's the
Biden
only
smart as
way.
shit. Joe Biden smart as shit. Real life, not the Republicans really be Republicans. The Democrats are chameleons. Whoever lead the Democrat Party, in
Listen,
my mind, they be chameleons. You know what I mean?
read.
It's like they be low key Republicans, low key, but they like, you know what? It's an open seat over there though. These niggas, this nigga already gonna win this seat. I might as well go over here and play this side, because for some reason black people have a certain um they have a certain like loyalty to the Democratic Party, thinking that it's theirs, when historically it's not even the party that belonged to you. Like the party that freed us was a Republican Party.
It's then that's what I'm saying. You man, I
Lincoln was a
promise you,
Republican,
you
bro.
gotta. I'm gonna refer back to this book again because I just finished reading it. The autobiography of Malcolm X. He said the
I got
exact
it.
same thing. He said, look, he said in the South, the reason the marches started in the South is because the Southern white man would you would definitely know that he was against you. He said, no, you're not joining my school. No, you're not sitting next to me, so you already know. All right, so I can't take that, so I gotta fight back. But in the North, they they pretend like they your friend. They make secret laws and administration that you don't know about. Just conveniently sends you to this school, or conveniently don't allow you to move in this neighborhood. Oh, y'all, you can get a house over here. Don't worry about that. Like we over here though, we over here chilling. You know what I'm saying? They act like they your friend. And that's the worst thing. The person that comes and smiles in your face and then goes and talk about you behind your back. You know what I mean? And that's what you just expressing to again, that's what you're expressing to about how you feel about some of these left-wing candidates right now, or not
Yeah.
candidates, but officials, some of these left-wing officials right now. And I promise you, Malcolm X said the same thing in 1965, 1963. So, and what could we do to make it change so they not saying the same thing in fucking 2060?
Yeah, nah, for real. Cause I'm sitting here and I'm understanding, like I'm looking at it now from a perspective. I'm blue collar. You feel me? By all means, I'm a blue collar person. Would describe as blue collar. So with me being a working class person and seeing it firsthand, like the shit that be going on, like I realize, look back at the last 2 years, look back at the last year and a half rather, and I'm like, damn, as a motherfucker that worked my ass off that whole time that shit was really hectic outside, I don't really got much to show for it. I mean, other than the positions I put myself in, I don't
Mm-hmm.
have nothing to show for where the government came and was assisting me. You know, they
Not at
were
all.
enacting wartime laws to
Mm-hmm.
get shit done, but wasn't enacting wartime pay for anybody that was keeping shit running.
Not at all.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying that the people who are out of work shouldn't have been taken care of. You all should have been taken care of. But the people who kept you all able to
Taken
stay in
care of.
place,
Right.
you were able to stay in place, flush your toilet, turn your lights on, watch your cable, get on your internet because
Order
of the
food,
people
throw
who
the trash out, it just disappears. You know what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah, the same shit, the
It
same,
just
the normal
disappears.
shit the shit that would normally, if a real shutdown happened, would kill you because you think that you would think that, oh, the virus is gonna kill you just because it's gonna affect your family. No, if that shit was something that got too far out of control, it would have been so bad that we would have rodent infestments and that would have came and initially gotten you sick because they spread disease, and that's the reason that the trash moves so timely.
Where's the
You know
relief
what
for
I'm
the
saying?
essential workers?
Yeah, and it was nothing to take care of them. Like I feel like that's I feel like that was the most that like I'm not even a firefighter, and I feel that damn a teacher should have been taken care of, kept keeping that shit flowing, because that was hard enough. A fucking firefighter, a paramedic, bruh, come on. Come on, I'm talking about regularly, no pandemic. You got to think how that must feel now. Like, damn, bro, you just like supposed to be living damn near like an NFL player. You real life running the fires to help niggas not die. Like, just put simply, like that's what you do. You run in the fires and put fires out and help niggas not die. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, man.
even the trash man, like my nigga, you keep rats and shit off out. You know, you not away, but shit away enough to where they not now infesting the houses and getting us sick and fucking up the foundation and shit like that. You feel me? Like people don't even be thinking.
It's been a few garbage strikes. It was a famous garbage strike in New York, and I think like 1975 or something. Like if you seen the movie The Joker, they like that's during that time period. If you remember,
Right.
that's real shit. Like if they don't, that I'm saying, you can just order food, throw the food outside, and just throw the trash away, and you don't have to do nothing, and you were able to do that for a year. You think people weren't out there picking and pulling that stuff,
Hey,
putting
look,
that life on the line when nobody knew what this was? They had to go to work when you couldn't get no PPE. You still got your trash taken out every day, never stop, and they didn't get no extra benefit for that, risking their life for consolidating waste, and you ain't get
literally,
no extra benefit for that when everybody say stay away from all of these dangerous receptacles at all times when we don't know nothing about what's going on. Okay.
that shit
Like you
wicked,
can
bro.
sell it. Like if people really cared, they cared, but
Nah, the shit wicked though, cause like I'm looking now, like y'all talking about a new variant. Okay, y'all said
I
Trump
told
fucked
you.
up.
I
Y'all
told
said,
you that too.
look, y'all say new variant. Y'all say Trump fucked up because he
Every
shut down,
year, bro. Every
whatever
year.
Obama started, right? If it's a new variant, what are y'all doing preemptively to stop 2020 from being a repeat?
Every year, bro, it's gonna be a new variant. It's like the flu. And they just raised the price on the vaccine. The companies, you can still get it for free, but they charging the government more.
Hmm.
You better get your booster. You want to eat at a restaurant? You want to go outside? Oh, you got to get this. You want to work at your job? Oh, you need to get this.
I'm not gonna speak on that on the internet.
Hey, I'm just saying what the law is. I ain't say how I feel
Nah,
about it.
I ain't even gonna speak on that because eventually it's gonna come down to it's gonna come down to it's always classism. Classism is the American way.
Man, we talked about this.
When racism don't work, you divide the people using, oh, are you vaccinated? Oh, you're vaccinated, you stand on that side. Damn, you look at the vaccinated line, it look clean, it's shorter. It look like people getting in faster. The unvaccinated line, long as shit. The section crowded. It looked like Golden Corral on a Sunday. You know what I'm saying? The other side looked like LaFonte Blue. You feel me? Like it looks nice and good. Like, damn, I'm telling you. I I don't give a fuck about that shit.
I just I We talked about this in 2020 on episode 3.
Mm. Now we started calling this shit early.
Come on,
This shit was
man.
definitely called early.
Come on, man. They ain't gonna let you fly. They ain't gonna let you eat.
You
They
know
ain't
what
gonna let
though?
you work.
As much as I want them to uncover what happened, like what's up with these aliens and shit though, I do want to know the details to September 11th, bro. I was in school, bro. I remember that day, bro. That was 20 years ago, but I remember that day so vividly, bro.
Yeah.
Like, I need them to really explain what happened, why so many people died, you know, because even after that, I don't think that they understand the amount of post-trauma that they gave the American people. It made niggas feel like, damn, we can get touched like that. We some bitches. That's what the fuck now
that's how
did.
so but that's how the rest of the world feels.
Nah,
That's
I
how they
think the
feel
rest
about
of
us.
I think the rest of the world got other intelligence, bro. Everybody got one thing that we need to realize is the same way our government set up, other governments are set up. Branches of government, different people to do different shit. Literally, motherfuckers who leave the country for years at a time just to report information on other countries.
Yeah.
Guess what they call it? Espionage. No, nigga, it's called intelligence. How else do you get intelligence other than going somewhere, gathering intelligence and sending it back?
Yeah.
It's only espionage once they get caught. It's only espionage when a journalist in the Middle East gets captured by a terrorist group. Come on, man. The fuck is Jenny from the block doing all the way? They be having flak jackets on, nigga. You already know you're in a dangerous place. You know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck are you doing?
It's anthropology, the study of humans, the study of human civilization. It's just live anthropology. Like if American students went to Siberia, that's what they would call it, you know, studying how those people live. Or if they went to the Amazon or to Africa, when they study them and study how they live, where they get their resources from, with their power structure, make whole documentaries and stuff about it, you know. But if somebody was from that country was to do that about America, where we get our money from, how we power our country. Oh yeah, it's fire.
But that's the thing though. Like my biggest thing is like I said this to one of my homeboys, and I didn't. You know what? I'm not even gonna say what I said. Fuck that conversation. You know the reason that America be not fucking with China so much is because them Asian people as a whole have a sense of pride and connection to their homeland. Even though it be the same shit going on in these other countries, like it ain't like people don't experience hate based on whatever in other countries, you know what I mean? But the racism that was created around Black people is so much uglier. Like it's so much worse that even like soldiers in Vietnam was facing racism from the Vietnamese people based on shit that white soldiers was telling them. You know what I'm saying? And you know what I mean? Like they paying for hookers and shit. Like,
oh yeah, like
they paying for hookers
no
and shit. They go fuck with a hooker like, oh, I want my money up front, or treating them differently than they treat the white soldiers based on and calling them nigga. You know, nigga ain't no word that was derived from Latin.
That's an American word.
The English language was derived from Latin. Nigga was not derived from Latin at all. That's what you could say, bro. And that's an American word.
Yeah, it is.
And America ain't but we are a newer and fairly younger
America is only 230 years old. 240 years old.
You see what I'm saying? So motherfuckers don't even realize like we experience the most hate.
No, we 250 next year.
One thing I noticed though, when you talk about Malcolm X and stuff though, and Huey Newton and stuff, they did study a lot of the Chinese tactics though, because it was kind of they republic was kind of in fight and struggles was kind of built under the same conditions of us. People having power, too much power over the little people.
The problem is our power structure is for sale. That's the problem. You can lobby, so if you got the money.
That's crazy. Hey, yeah, why the fuck would you even just say that like that? It was like, you know what? Answer. That is the truth. That's one of the truest things I ever heard somebody say about the American.
But that's why we have to lobby as a people.
So
This
we
is
can
what I'm
own
saying.
it. So we can own it, right?
So we can have the power. It's for sale, but we have to put our economic power together in order to be able to buy.
I think that's what the people that's like Killer Mike, they saying that, but they ain't say it like that. I think
They're not expressing it.
No, I think you can't say it like that.
I just did.
Nah, nah, but I'm saying because we always say the wrong shit on here, but you can't say it like that.
Man,
That's
it's
the
the
problem.
truth. It's the truth. Look, the truth is the truth, man. You gotta be a thing about being able to speak well is so you can understand what other people are saying. I'm trying to translate. You feel me?
No,
Like
I definitely. No, I
it's
get
for
that. You right.
sale, man. Like if you want to buy, put your and then you have to hold yourself accountable. That's the two things we have to do. We have to come together and then hold ourselves accountable as an individual. That's what each like if you want to talk about Malcolm X and let's talk about the Nation of Islam, the thing that was supposed to be done is they got to hold each other and themselves accountable for their actions. You know, like what are you doing every day to make a difference? Like
Yeah.
if you want to change a stereotype, you can't be that stereotype you want to change. Like, but a lot of people, you know, they not even thinking about that. They just trying to, when you're on survival mode, it's totally different.
Yeah, but that's the thing though. That's like going back to any episode that we talk about pertaining to us as a people. Um, we were born in survival mode, and it's a
Right.
difference. It's a difference between like starting a race in third place or eighth place. You know what I'm saying? Like we start the race from the bat. So when you do get to see a Serena or a Venus Williams, that's not just they're professional tennis players. That's what's so important. Like it's like no nigga, it's the adversity that they had to overcome. Like it's when you do get to see even like even I kind of would want to say with a Barack Obama only because I credit certain generations for making certain decisions. You know what I'm saying? For understanding, okay, you know what? Let's hit the fucking polls this year, y'all. Let's hit the
So I
polls
voted for
because
Obama.
that's the cool, huh?
I voted for Obama
No, I'm saying though, but
both
like
times.
that's because that was like hip hop embraced that shit. Hip hop, my president is black, my Lambo, nigga. Hip hop embraced that shit. So it's like, oh, nigga, if you didn't go and vote for Obama, you was not a nigga.
You know, honestly, at that time, I was thinking, heavily considering John McCain for his wartime record and like his political voting and all of that stuff. But then he got Sarah Palin and I was like, oh nah.
She was a fucking dunce.
Yeah, I was like, what y'all doing?
She was a fucking.
It was a
But
clear
you know what
reach.
that was? That was some Veep shit. That was just on some shit like just fill the seat with somebody. Let me drive the car. Like I got this.
It was a clear
That
reach, and she was not the one.
I'm saying though, like I ain't even gonna lie. If I ever ran for president, because I can run for president legally, I run read this shit. A nigga, anybody can run for president. You just gotta be a certain age and
You gotta be 35.
yeah, and sitting just here. Nigga can run for president. I fucking might Yeezy you niggas. You know what I'm saying? You never know, man. Might pancakes for president. You never know. So, hey, and I'm giving out pancakes to niggas that's in line. I don't care who you voting for. Everybody eats, B. Everybody eats,
Nah,
B.
you can't do that.
They gonna be like, I'm buying votes.
Yeah.
I'm buying votes.
Mm-hmm.
I want my motherfucking Trump shit.
But you can organize people into a voting block. So if you're a candidate that's as like my mission is to get these things accomplished, you know what I mean? Like again, like the stuff I want to see done that would be
Bro,
most beneficial for black people would be most
they
beneficial
gonna
to
kill the
America.
shit out of me if I run for president.
That's the fear, right?
That ain't no fear. That's a fact. Dead
The
ass.
fear, right? They let
It,
Obama do all that.
that's a fucking that's a fact. Me being a president, I think me even gaining any traction like that, this is me being realistic and manifesting anything that can come my way. Me putting myself in that position is gonna be too much like
I
putting
feel you.
a Huey Newton in that position. It's gonna be too much like, all right, now, oh shit, you got keys to everything. Nigga, what you supposed to do? I'm gonna go back to the book. I'm gonna go look at the 10-point program. All right, first thing first, tomorrow morning, all these kids need to eat and be in school. Let's take care of that. I'm gonna just attack. I go in beast mode. Bro, after what I seen Trump do, I'll fuck every president, bro.
That's what
After
I'm
what I
saying.
seen Trump
But
do,
the
I get
reason
in that bitch and be like, executive order, spanking
the
shit.
reason he
He had
can
war.
do that because he had that political backing. By the end, look, he did that so much. By the end, they censored his ass. Basically, they was like, "You keep fucking playing, we gonna lock your ass up. We got this shit on you. We off of social media.
Nah,
We
for
gonna we
real.
gonna decapitate your base. Decapitate the. We not gonna put you on fucking no news programs."
But he ain't, but bro, that shit ain't, bro. I just went to a gas station yesterday with a Trump 2024 sign on they shit. That's new.
He
You feel
put
me?
his kids in fucking political office.
Bro, what did the mob do?
Appointee by executive appointment.
Bro, that's the structure that's the structure, but that's what it comes down to the beginning of the episode, how we started this conversation. Every freaking race is going to do the same thing. So it only become about race once we get in the race. When we get in the race,
I
then it's
can't
like,
put my kids in.
yes, you can. You want to know why you can? What Jay-Z say on Legacy? Your seed, marry his seed, marry my seed. That's how we keep calling money all in the family, bruh.
I'm
We
with that. I'm
motherfucking
just
connect the community, push us forward as a whole. Hey, when we want somebody in office, what we gonna do? We like what we talk. You start your shit, you put him in office, you start appointing motherfuckers, get them there.
and
You
it wasn't even
just
no
said it
little
yourself.
shit.
This motherfucker for sale.
It wasn't
Trump had
even
a bag.
it wasn't even no little shit. I mean, he gave them big fucking appointments. I was like, the
Listen,
fuck
bro.
is going on?
Listen, bro. Listen.
The fuck is going on?
That's what I'm saying. We can't say what can't be done. We just watched the whole motherfucking president, a white president, sit there and say, "This is gonna be this. This is gonna be that." Hey man, fuck that. He had the rallies like shit and damn. I'm like, fuck. Damn, hey, bro, I never seen it, but you know what? I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. I'm not for that shit. I'm not for the rhetoric. I'm for an American person with some money said, I want to do this, and went and applied for a job and got that motherfucker.
Yeah, like I said, I was fucking with Trump until he came out with all the racist shit. I was like, oh well, that's how you
But the
feel.
nigga the nigga been racist the whole time, even when he was getting roasted by
From
the
the
culture.
Central Park fight. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You gotta think he was already racist when he was getting roasted by the culture. That Central Park 5 shit happened way before his celebrity roast.
Exonerated.
That apprentice shit, Central Park 5 shit happened way before the apprentice shit.
Yeah, I got you.
You
But
feel
what
I'm
I'm saying,
saying?
but what I'm saying is, what he, I don't know if he realized he probably don't care, but like, even when he was still like, he could have Trump could have had all the black vote if he would have played it differently. He would have got my vote.
He should have embraced Weezy in the beginning. Could have played
That's
the
what I'm
Weezy card in
saying.
the beginning.
Yes,
He could
that's
have
what I'm
come on.
saying.
How I don't fuck with niggas, Lil Wayne. How I
That's
don't
what
fuck with niggas.
That's what I'm saying.
Sit down with Ice Cube in the beginning and say,
Yes.
oh, da. You sit down at the Ice Cube. You sit down with Ice Cube when you planning to send a hit at the Capitol.
Saying, man, like he played that wrong.
I ain't gonna lie though.
Huh?
He sat down with Ice Cube because he trying to get back cool with the black folk. because you might
Right.
want to back outside.
That's what I'm saying. They come around, but it's
You
when.
think he gonna be Martha Stewart?
Why do you think
Nah,
people?
nigga.
Why do you think people try to get cool with us? Because they don't. They.
Because we gonna protect them.
But we have this. We're so loyal. We're loyal to a fault to people that don't love us. To show you
That's
that they don't love us.
That's Stockholm syndrome, my nigga.
Yeah.
Well, that's the thing though. We are loyal to our masters for what though? And people don't even want to hear that. I think we still gotta talk like that, and so people can wake up. I think it's better when you remind people that they slaves so they don't forget, because they be acting like they be speaking about slavery like that shit ain't really too far away from you. Like you probably still got slave members in your family that's alive, like slaves that in your family right now that's alive. If not, their kids is probably. You know what I'm saying? So that shit ain't even too far from you. Even Jim Crow, you know what I'm saying? That shit not too far off away from like
my grandma got red line.
Like that shit wicked, bro. Oh, I said grandma got red line. Fuck.
I'm just saying. How
They
did it
coming through
affect?
sweeping, buying your shit, taking your
How
shit.
did it affect me? How did it affect me? Because that affected where my mama came from. You feel me?
Nah, for real.
Come on, man.
Niggas think this shit, they be talking about this shit like even when people, number one thing people say when you say DC, they be like, oh man, yeah, Marion Barry. If they put me in office, it'll probably be like putting Marion Barry in office, except I always have an OZ with me. Some gas. That's what it'll be like. All kind of programs and shit. You hear me? Like, we don't even get that kind of leadership in the city no more, bro.
Come on, let's put your campaign together.
We don't even get that kind of leadership in the city no more, bro. I ain't gonna lie, man. As I sit back and assess the leaders that we do have, I mean, I see the paperwork y'all putting up. I'm reading the bills that y'all trying to get passed. These little ordinances y'all trying to get passed. It'd be cool, but it's like that small step shit. Bull. We've been y'all like stutter stepping the whole way, bro. We gotta move. We gotta advance this shit. We gotta take a full step forward. You know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, we know how to walk now. It ain't no motherfucking, you gotta crawl before you walk shit. Nigga, how long we gonna crawl? How long we gonna hold on to the couch learning how to fucking walk? We don't know how to walk yet. We know what we need. It's not really gun control that we need. It's better police practicing. You know what I'm saying? More opportunities in the community. So niggas ain't gotta feel like that they own a block that they don't even own. They don't even own this shit because some fucking Asian or some fucking white corporation that came and bought a fucking block of Southeast and developed the motherfucker. And you know what I'm saying? And they don't even be big corporation to be a corporation, a conglomerate of three niggas like this fucking podcast right here. You feel what I'm saying? That went, bought some property and boom, flip, invested in it, and developed it, charge rent, you know what I'm saying? Charge way high for rent and get their money back. You feel what I'm saying? Like, niggas warn over shit that they don't even understand. But then even to put the people that's in office doing their thing, I'm like, bro, all that stop the violence shit, really stand on something, bro, and get this shit riled up. Get in the streets. I'm for a nigga that be in the streets. If a nigga really come knock on my motherfucking door and be like, man, hey, this one I'm campaigning, these motherfuckers gotta stop. Get your ass outside. I'm like, all right, let me go get my shoes, bro. Real life. Get the fuck out here on your Fred Hampton. You feel me? Be with the people. Come be with the people, because that's the shit motherfuckers don't see. Like, everybody be everywhere else, but don't really be with a problem at. Like, come stop the police from doing some shit while you in that position.
Well, I mean, I think a lot of it is with the police is like we gotta stop putting ourselves in position where police can say anything to us, man.
We shouldn't have to. We live in a free country where if I got some fucking weed on me or something, if I'm having a bad day and I'm walking on the street pissed off, if I'm having a bad day and you encounter me, you shouldn't turn I'm already having a bad day. You shouldn't turn that into a situation because you felt offended when you made yourself cross paths with me, and I wasn't even presenting a danger to
Nah,
anyone or myself.
Maybe I'm saying that wrong. I'm like, I just don't like the part that so many of us play in the fact, because I'm not blaming us for the situation. I just like, you could do whatever you want, but don't make it like I'm talking about the people that's really the criminals. I'm not talking about just everyday black people.
Right?
I'm like, it's motherfuckers that be like, look at me, I'm a fucking criminal. You know what I mean? Like, we need to stop doing that. Can we
I
stop that?
mean, it's like this.
Let's control what we can
The
control.
same shit that they consider crimes in Southeast. If you go on the other side of the river, nobody even looking. Like, they got weed shops when you get west of the river. When you come east of the river, you got weed corners where you can go and places you can go and buy weed. It's completely illegal. Like, they stop you or they try to press down on it. But why? Y'all won't even let us build that kind of shit on this side. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, like, motherfuckers scamming the PPP loan and posting, "Hey, I just scammed the PPP loan." That's what that's the shit that's the type of shit I'm talking about. Like I understand we are under more scrutiny, but everybody needs to understand we are under more scrutiny. You know what I mean? Like, let's work until we're not. But until then,
I mean,
we can't.
I'm gonna say this: we're gonna have to finesse our way out of shit, but don't be hot when you scamming these people for the bread.
I'm not saying nobody don't do nothing. I'm saying, you don't think motherfucking all these other corporations weren't finessing the PPP loan?
I know they was.
Are you serious? Are you really serious? Like, I'm just saying, like, they not gonna post about it. They gonna talk about their community outreach that they did.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, we can change our image by changing our image.
They love us. Why the fuck we gotta do that? I'm trying to be a tattoo mayor.
Not if you saying you are defraud. Don't say you're breaking the law, because then you are forcing law enforcement to enforce the law. Now, we can address how law enforcement enforces the law and all of that stuff as well. But I'm just saying, if you fucking yelling in the fucking to the world, this is what I'm doing. Don't be mad that somebody took a look at that. It was like, hey, you just said, like, that's why social media is admissible in court. They locking niggas up from shit that they post. Locking motherfuckers, making sweeps off of shit that people post.
Hey, bro. I don't know.
Operation Wrap Up. Look it up.
I still don't think that shit like that. Cause sometimes, like, look, that's just like with rappers and shit, right? When you mention tweets and they bring us some old shit, somebody said like they did Kevin Hart, some old ass shit, like even with like the cancel culture, bro. They shouldn't be able. Nah, that shit should be inadmissible. Like, I ain't trying to hear that. I said that shit 15 years ago. I don't even still think the same way.
Again, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the niggas that post just pop me a op, and then your two previous posts was like, fuck this op ass nigga right here, and then that nigga just got shot 30 minutes before your next post. That's the shit I'm talking about.
I get that. That's spicy,
like,
but I don't really niggas I know don't do that shit, so I can't really relate.
I don't look. Oh, I'm not saying.
I see it online.
That's what I'm saying.
That shit true.
But I'm saying that they still, as a community, we gotta understand. That's why I said we each gotta, if we want to change the image, we each gotta do that. Like, we can't be stupid. Like, we can't be act ignorant as a people, and then act wonder why people think that we're ignorant. Like, we are intelligent. Let's act intelligent. Let's move in unison. We know the way. Let's do it.
AQAs.
Yeah.
My man did a second Dawn to listening joint.
Still ain't dropped the album.
He said he need to drop that bitch, right?
I think you waiting on Drake.
He's definitely waiting on Drake.
What? Why you think Drake will keep him waiting like this?
No, I think he's waiting on Drake to drop.
Oh, wait, no. That's what y'all keep saying.
Yeah. Trying to get out of his way.
What they fucking nemesis right now?
They frenemies.
Kanye West is, bruh, he a way bigger influence on shit than Drake is. He don't realize that.
It's different.
This nigga really walks around with a whole suit on that covers his whole body.
Kanye fighting against time, man.
How Michael Jackson is this shit?
He's fighting against time. That's they already got Kanye. I remember I used to say, oh, there will be classes in these prestigious universities. They're already classes that study him.
You got to, bro, because like, bro, you never seen this before out of rap, out of hip hop.
Not to this level. We've definitely had some characters.
He too influential, bro. He too influential. And you know what's crazy is the nigga's so influential that he can be compared to Beethoven and Bach and shit. Like, this nigga real life is that. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, and he's still alive.
That's what I'm saying. He's still alive.
And he can be compared to Beethoven.
Hopefully we get 50
like,
more years of him making art. Because at this point, like he said, he's not a rapper, he's an artist.
That's for shit, show. That nigga's a genius, bro. They're not gonna give him the credit like that though. But Kanye West is smart enough. That's why he put himself all in the White House with the MAGA hat on, with the password 0000. Like, I'm just a regular guy. Regular iPhone, regular password. I'm Kanye.
Yeah, it's crazy what he did.
You know what though? I'm gonna ask y'all this. Are y'all mad at anything that happened during the Trump administration from Kanye? Y'all upset about anything like from him?
Not really. Not me.
I'm not mad at that nigga either. He like a cousin to me. Like
I said, I feel like he's playing Trump.
Trump was playing us?
No, I feel like Kanye was playing Trump.
That's what I'm saying. Trump was playing us. Shit, why not?
Yeah.
Reality TV star in the office.
They almost let Larry Hoover out.
Almost.
Hey, look, because that was
Free Kodak.
They did free Kodak. Almost let Larry Hoover out.
I ain't gonna lie.
Let's see if Biden let him out. You want somebody to be able to unite the streets?
Biden ain't gonna do that shit. Biden gonna do that shit if he feel like he about to lose in the next election. He gonna try to pull a hat. I don't know, bro. This nigga born, bro. He a born. In my mind, I'm no funny. But all jokes aside, but for the sake of Dick Cheney, my nigga, I be looking at Joe Biden like, bro, go drop a bomb or something. God damn, what is you doing? Like, you ain't doing shit, bro. You ain't making nothing happen.
Leaving Afghanistan.
Huh?
Leaving Afghanistan.
Leaving Afghanistan?
Yeah.
Leaving Afghanistan, but not trying to tell them folks why the fuck they folks died on September 11th, or who was in charge of that shit. Because if it was Osama bin Laden, then y'all already killed him y'all ain't even let that man stand trial. That's wild as shit.
Hey, he stood up. We had to shoot him.
You said what?
Stood up when we came in. When he came in the door, they had to shoot him.
Oh yeah, he probably wasn't going. He wasn't going like that. Then they throw his body in the ocean or some shit.
Supposedly.
That's kind of crazy.
You think that this body really knows?
No, because I'm like, wouldn't y'all show everybody that y'all got this nigga? We've been looking for this nigga for years. Like, no funny. It was a point of time when I was looking for this nigga. Like, they had me personally. Like, if I see the nigga, I'm gonna call somebody like, yo, I just seen a nigga at the gas station. Come get him. You feel me? Like, it felt like a civil duty to tell on this nigga at one point in time, right? Like, you tell on this nigga, you gonna save the world, nigga. That's how they was making it seem. You know what I'm saying?
They say they buried him at sea so his grave site wouldn't become a memorial.
Oh, so they was doing that as an attack to his religion.
They buried him at sea so his grave site wouldn't become a memorial, and people would try to, like, you know, peel or steal the body or nothing. That's what they say. They buried him at sea at an undisclosed location. That's the official record of what happened with Osama bin Laden.
Oh, that's how Americans say, yeah, and that's what the fuck gonna happen if you fuck with America. You blow up a building over this bitch, you blow up some Pentagons and shit, we're gonna bury you at sea and not tell nobody where the fuck you at.
Pretty much.
That's what I don't know, bro. I think it's more to it. I think that's why them folks don't want Biden to come to their shit, because they like, bro, y'all motherfuckers know something. And one thing they got, it's called the state secret. It's like a state secret type deal they got where, you know, the government don't have to really disclose everything to the people, which is everybody already know. But it's like, it make you think, like, what the fuck else shit y'all got up y'all sleeve?
I want to know why the fuck the president of Haiti get killed. Ain't nobody even talk about that shit. That shit was on the news for like one day. It was Americans in there and everything.
But you know what though? The Haitian president always be getting taken out down that motherfucker. They always be revolting down that motherfucker. It always be something going on in Haiti, bro.
That was a group of foreigners and American quote unquote translators. Because they got caught.
They got caught?
Yeah, they did. And you ain't heard nothing else about it.
Bro, territory. It's still about real estate too. Niggas don't realize that shit. America still don't own everything. Like, it's people that's been keeping them from buying their shit or taking their shit from them, even when they put them in debt.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, we do that secret government shit. Like, we gotta be like, if we want to learn anything from China, you gotta see China and their companies are pretty much, any large company is pretty much a part of the government.
Right.
But all of these companies are going all around the world and they're buying up shipping ports. Like in Nigeria, China owns the largest shipping port. They're building the Belt Road. They're buying up the Caribbean. They're buying up Canada. They're buying up New York City. You know what I mean? Like, you want to own some shit, the way you own it is by buying it. And making your people as wealthy as possible, and you have, again, you're part of the government, pretty much. You have some government funding. Like, you notice like all the Olympics been in Asia lately?
Yeah. They've been spanking shit. This Tokyo Olympic shit, man, got a lot of racism with it with me. I ain't watching that shit. USA just got a gold medal though.
The basketball team.
Yeah, the basketball team. But I ain't watching that shit.
With Lil COVID, against Lil COVID, Rudy Gobert shut down the NBA.
He said against Rudy Gobert?
Yeah, Lil COVID. He the first one that had it. and spread it to Donovan Mitchell.
Gave that shit to the whole league.
Gave that shit to the whole league.
That's crazy.
And
That's
he was
crazy.
like,
They try to blame him for it because who gave it to him?
his it's supposed to be his people that was traveling, and he was seeing them and shit. They weren't quarantined, so his people just came into town. They was traveling from overseas, and he went. He got diagnosed. After his diagnosis, he went around sneezing and coughing on people's lockers and in their bags and stuff. Like he had a and he had a press conference. He did the same thing. He
I remember
touched on all.
He took the mic and all that shit.
Yeah, he was doing that shit behind the scenes, coughing on people's shit, sneezing on people's shit. That's
they ain't beat his ass.
Huh? Nah, they ain't beat him up.
I'd have beat his ass. I'd have beat his ass. He caused the whole pandemic in the world. He shut the whole world down for 2020. His bitch ass shut the whole country down.
After the NBA shut down, everything else shut down.
Yeah, bro. We should beat his ass.
And
bro.
it started with Rudy Gobert.
Yeah, he gonna go down in history. He gotta do something.
No, don't nobody remember that shit.
I know but he gonna be infamous.
Yeah.
He gonna be there. He go down in history. He gonna be like Benedict Arnold. He gonna be infamous, bro. He a part of history. No real storyline behind him, but we gonna know he did something. Dumbass.
Yeah, if people was traveling or some shit.
He gotta get on Soulja Boy mixtape. Like, yeah, I'm the first nigga that had COVID. Soulja Boy wasn't the first nigga with COVID. Hey, but with this episode 72 of Hippies and Pancakes.
Yep.
Shit, man. Hey, as usual, I appreciate my time with y'all, man. You know how it go. Another Saturday down, another episode up. You know what I mean? Q Waves D, I appreciate y'all, man.
No problem. Appreciate you.
Ooh.